It was free on Xbox One and Steam this past weekend.
What's up with the focus?
And prep for Borderlands 3.
There we go.
Which I am all fucking about.
That's gonna be my shit. I'm probably not gonna do anything else once it comes out. I will probably call out when it comes out.
Yep, me too.
I hope they do the nice thing and make it a Friday release. That way I can just call out Friday and then play all of Saturday and...
Well, what's the date on it? It's like September 13th or something like
I
that?
think so.
Yeah, I don't know what day that falls on.
I need
What
it to
day?
be tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I definitely need it to be tomorrow. And I need to buy a separate PS3, PS4 controller so this one can play.
No, that's fine.
It's September 13th?
Something like that. I know it's like September something teen.
If it's September 13th, that's a Friday. Calling out like a motherfucker.
Nice.
Now, like I said, I need to get a separate PS4 controller so this one can learn how to play with me.
I'm not playing.
You'll be fine.
No.
You'll survive.
I don't play games. I'm not good at them.
Yeah, but this is Borderlands. This isn't a game. It's an experience.
Exactly.
I'm not good at them.
Neither am I.
Yes.
I suck
Same.
at video games.
I beat the final boss of Borderlands 2 the cheap way.
There's a cheap way?
Oh yeah, there's a fucking cheap ass way. You get a sniper rifle and like the stairwell leading down has a perfect view where you can sit there and just ping, 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 and he can never hit you. It's the most bullshit way to kill the final boss.
Taking in the scope of the board here.
It works.
I'm not proud of that.
And I still need to beat pre-sequel. I still have never beaten that.
Me neither.
I mean, pre-sequel's not as good either, but...
I beat Bioshock in like 5 hours.
Are we keeping that the highest damage per turn?
Per turn, yes.
The Gahiji versus the Shambling Mound?
Yeah, that is the highest damage.
The thing is, one of them is going
Fair
to
enough.
eventually beat it.
Well, Morty, most likely.
I don't know, dude. Sneak attack?
I mean, we scale the same. In terms of statistical ability to deal that kind of damage.
He's going to get there faster?
Yeah, because his isn't based on the criteria that mine is.
Yeah.
Mine is based on being in the right conditions for sneak attack to be had.
Yeah.
His is just, no, I just drop buku damage all the fucking time. Bitch.
This needs to be updated.
Why?
The stats. Because we just got a proficiency bonus increase.
I think just the numbers.
Yeah, just the numbers need to be updated.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
And,
that's
actually,
fair.
I think Lori
Animal
I think
handling.
Lori might be the most acrobatic.
I have a +8.
Hold on, leave it for now.
Animal
Let me check.
handling?
Yeah, I have a +8.
She's probably the
I
best.
have a +4, so it's fair.
Yeah.
I got a straight
Not
0 on that
proficient.
shiz.
Just
And it's a plus what?
8.
Here's the real downside to Levi being late. He hasn't ordered pizza already.
Gasp.
He'll probably walk in saying it's been ordered, though.
I think Arcana is Levi or you.
Yeah, it's either me or Levi. I don't know which
Might
one it
be the
is.
same.
You and Lori are actually even on acrobatics.
Yeah?
Sweet. What'd you say?
Animal handling is an 8 from Lori as well.
Oh, shit.
So then she ties Edna?
She ties Edna.
Arcana is you.
Like I said, it might be Morty. We don't know.
What's your arcana?
Mine is +8.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I don't think it's Morty.
How do you spell Kendall? How do you spell it?
Kendall.
You mean Kendall?
Yeah.
Kendall.
Like a Kendall.
Oh no.
Kendall.
No.
Oh no, what'd you forget?
Like a
I think I
barbershop.
left my tusk glove at home.
No.
You what?
Her tusk glove.
Notebook.
Athletics.
Wow.
I have a +4.
Lori might be in the running with a 0.
Of athletics? No. That's me. That's +2.
I'm a +3.
I have a +4.
Oh, okay, so it's you.
I was about to say.
You have a 4?
I have a 4.
In athletics?
Yeah, I'm proficient.
Oh, okay.
I'm proficient and I have a +3 because I have a -1 strength mod.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a +0.
The fact that they rolled up all the shit from
If I
3.5
were
into just
proficient, I'd
athletics
have a
and made it
6.
all strength based is bullshit.
Deception.
Deception 3. 0.
-2.
Minus what?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So mine's a
Zero.
+3. Do I have the highest deception? No, wait, you do, right? Don't you?
He should.
Yeah, he does. +6.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
History is going to be you.
Or Morty, maybe,
Or
actually.
I don't know if he chose.
Well, but he's int base, so he's got a high
That's
intelligence
true.
score already, but so is he.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, but didn't you take proficiency in history?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Morty has an investigation,
Yeah,
so
so
we'll,
it was an
we'll
8.
double check. At the very most, he's equal to you.
Yeah.
It's like 4.
8.
8.
7.
Oh wait, no, 4,
I'm
4,
an 8.
4. I'm sorry.
You're an 8 insight.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry. I heard investigation.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
Spell Arydun.
Arydun.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Dude, we've been playing this how long?
I
And
feel
yours is an 8 insight.
so loved Micah.
I don't ever write anybody's name, so it doesn't matter as long as I pronounce
I
it
love you,
properly.
Cam.
Thank you.
Cam?
Intimidation.
Sorry, intimidation?
Straight
3.
Straight 0.
-2.
0. For Morty.
Investigation.
Plus
I think
7.
that's Morty.
+7 from Morty, actually.
Morty's
I
probably.
think it's you and Morty.
Yeah. I bet me and him are tied on a lot of shit being,
Yeah.
Int-based.
yeah. And pumping a lot of shit into intelligence early on.
I don't know why shit.
You made the choices that precipitated that choice.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No.
There's a domino.
No, you're right. I'm the one that sat Jordan down and was like, hey, you know what? You know how badly I want to keep playing Edna? Kill Kashev.
No, listen.
You're the one who sat yourself down somewhere in some lonely corner of your brain and went, you know what I'm gonna do?
Flying through the window.
Flying through, like, fucking slither as a snake in through the window.
I just wanted to open
Yeah,
the door.
I want you to understand. There was a domino effect, and it started with Edna falling down.
A snake though, Kristen. A snake though. If you were going.
Room. That was the logic as it was explained to me.
I wasn't expecting him to just be there by the front door.
But you didn't know where you were coming in!
No, I didn't.
If you were to have a panic room, would it be on the first floor or the second floor?
It'd be on the second floor.
It'd be in the basement.
Like in the movie.
I feel like I don't even have to ask any more questions.
Like, dude, you really don't. I've already been punishing myself enough as it is. Why are we having this conversation?
Because when he said you did things that precipitated the situation, you went, no.
Knowing full well that was bullshit.
And
I
then
just
you were
didn't
gonna
want to
be
sit
all
there
those.
and take it.
Have you learned?
Yes! I have! It's never happening again.
No, to sit there and take it.
Never. Never.
Alright,
Then I'll keep it doing
see you
this.
again next week.
Same bat time, same bat
That shit.
channel.
What you doing?
I'm playing with cards.
Yeah, but what are you doing with
No,
it?
they're dragon cards.
Ow!
They're a lot cooler.
That was my alarm.
Did she stab you?
No, she bit me.
Stab you with her teeth?
No, they didn't pierce.
Yeah, no, that's what biting is. It's teeth
Yeah,
stabbing.
Yeah, but they didn't pierce. Then it's not
My
stabbing.
friend's great-grandma.
With teeth.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah.
Levi needs to hurry up and get here so we can figure out who dies tonight.
This just confirms the whole almost
Right.
there was him leaving his house.
Yep.
I mean, that's fine. I don't care about that, but I just want to confirm who dies tonight. Because it's gonna be one of us.
It's gonna be Morty.
No, Morty's got that fuck you.
I know.
Rage.
I will hand feed Morty to.
Morty's going to die
Rest of us outta
tonight. Does
here.
he stay dead? It's a toss-up, but he's going to die tonight.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if it comes down to a choice between Morty and any of the rest of us, it's gonna be Morty.
Yeah. And I think he knows that.
Are we fighting someone? Yeah,
Kashev.
Morty's gonna go down.
Kashev at Gas Shadow. Wait, so which one died?
Yeah. Oh no, that would have been if I had been playing the character. That would have been the logic. Which one
It
died?
definitely wasn't Morty. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll trip on that. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Was it Edna or Arydun? Fine, I'll
Who
go.
died? You're not starting with M. We're fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care what follows.
Yeah. Was it Edna or Arydun? Fine, I guess I'll do this. Was it Scar?
It's a coin flip.
Yeah, pretty much. Was it Morty? Fuck no.
I'm sure he
What
deserved
finally
it.
got the bastard?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he deserved it, and he just
I
rolls
wanna
over and
shake
goes
it.
back to
Yeah, I
sleep.
want to shake their hand.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Turn over a bit.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
I'm so nervous.
to Timothy.
Fucking hate you.
What is it?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing is what it
I
is.
was so afraid of this, and you did it.
You said
It's cute, but I hate it.
the only Funko Pop.
What the fuck?
It's Goofy from the Monsters Inc. world.
Oh, that is not okay.
No, it's cute. It's the only cute Funko,
It's
but I hate it.
patently.
Really? I think Monstersaur is really cute.
That is not okay. I'm not okay with that.
Jordan.
I know, but that one's not cute.
No, it is. It's so cute.
I am against
I
that.
hate this.
It's a fucking zombie abomination.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
He's a fucking monster.
It's right
Yes.
outside.
Don't ever
Why
speak
is
to
it
me or my
outside?
son ever again.
Because she got tired of you swapping out her chair for your chair. Fair.
I had to come.
God damn it.
I'm so happy for you.
You
Kim.
gotta respect the hustle.
I was like, did it break?
No.
What the fuck? Or did
Thank you, Levi.
You're welcome, Kim.
I'll actually put this one on my bookshelf so I can see it.
No, you won't. You'll put it in the closet.
Yeah, I will.
She won't even place it there. She'll just toss it in, frisbee it in.
Yeah, just.
What? Never come out. Dude, open it. It's the sticker.
Taking mine.
Yeah, that I got at the same time as my bag.
Oh.
What's the piece card?
So like
And the bag came first for
2
whatever
months
reason.
ago.
Yeah.
Wow, and you've just had it in the, you've just kept it?
To be fair, I have like 4 stickers from
Fuck
Kristen.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cute.
You got tag Jordan's truck with
Oh yeah, I forgot you did buy some of my stickers.
We did. I bought
Thank
it for
you.
Yeah.
it. Right now, I'm trying to rid the town of the myriad.
I just don't need to know any more than that. When you're not doing that, what is it that you do?
Traveling?
Him specifically, or everyone? You and your friends.
Travel, adventure. Try and do good when we can.
Take contracts.
Yeah, fuck that too.
I would also be interested in perhaps reducing some of these prices that maybe a thing or two you could just have in exchange for a fair bill.
What would the favor be?
I was hoping you or someone like you would return soon. I've had a few things come into my shop recently, and along with them have come stories. Are you familiar with the Murdu Mines?
Am I?
Roll a history check.
Am I?
Roll
Yeah.
a history check.
I'm definitely gonna roll a history check
Roll
on
a
that.
history check.
That's
History checks all around.
I've been trying to put this fucking code in with one hand. It's just not
Okay.
happening.
so 26.
18.
Okay, there's the zoom in and out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and remove Kendall from the top. What's your history score? What's your history
Plus
modifier? +8. Oh, okay.
So we tie.
There was something on there that we left blank because religion. What's your religion?
Mine?
Yeah.
4.
Anyone have higher than a
So-
4 in religion?
She should.
No. Yeah, I have a 4.
Oh.
Oh, so you two are tied. Okay.
And actually, it's a 3-way tie.
Oh, I'll update that.
You are. And it's
How do you spell?
MURDOON mines. And you've actually been on a macro scale close near-ish to them before. They are in the Umbra Hills. If you were to head southwest of where you guys were inciting the bottom of Gat Shadow, you'd find the murdered mines.
Okay.
Is that. Do I get
what was your
anything?
total?
18.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you're saying a name, but I keep hearing murder mines.
Murdoon mines.
Verdun.
Well, they're probably going to be the murder mines. when
murder
we
mines.
get
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's some fucked up shit waiting at the bottom of the Murdoon mines. It's like that's like the archway to the Drow metropolis.
So, anyway, are you familiar with the Murdoon mines?
I am in passing.
Have you ever been there?
I have not.
I've had a few people come to my shop over the course of the last few months. I'd had a few years back, but in the last few months there was an uptake, once again, of a few people who have found a few interesting items. One of them in particular seems to have been found a few of the same item, been found multiple times. And they bring it here, not quite understanding its true nature and wanting me to enlighten them, or perhaps take it off of their hands for them. However, upon finding out what it is, not one of them has sold it to me.
Could I ask what item it is?
No.
Okay.
Nothing you would have interest in, but
So not a deck of cards.
not a deck of cards.
That went very poorly, by the way.
Water under the bridge.
For her, maybe.
Every time they've been brought in, they have been brought in within a small chest, about yay wide, yay tall and deep. If you could bring me one of those unopened, and I will know if it's been opened, I'd be willing to knock some of the price off of some of these items.
With respect, it's kind of hard to know what we're looking for without a description.
A chest. It's contained within a small chest, which she gave us
How
the
would I
dimensions of.
know
He was listening.
How would I know if that chest is the chest you're looking for?
If you
Any
find
iconography on it? Or
some of them have names on them, but not all of them.
do you
The name, it could be any name. My understanding is they're family names of families that owned them. If you find your way into the mines, my understanding is that these things have been found in what would be akin to the chambers of families who owned them long ago when the modern mines were inhabited.
living chambers or like burial chambers?
Living chambers.
Okay. I'm a bit more okay with that.
Could I ask why none of them sold it to you after finding out what it was?
Because they wanted to use them themselves.
Oh, dearie me.
That's fair. If I brought it to you unopened, would you allow me the benefit of identifying it after it's given to you? Because it takes a long time, but I'm able to craft magic items.
Roll a persuasion check.
10.
Bring it to me, perhaps.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So, certain people have gone into the mines, certain people have come back to you, each of them only carrying one of these small chests, or has anyone come back with multiples, or?
I've had a couple come back with no more than 2 at a time.
Okay. So, the more that we bring you back, the more that you're going to knock the price down?
If you find more than one, you're happy to keep it yourself. I will also take it off your hands if you have no interest.
Unless,
And if you find more than one, you're welcome to open it yourself. I only want one unopened.
Okay.
this is all fascinating.
I'm assuming though we wouldn't be able to get the discount until we brought it back to you.
That would be the case.
Could you do me a favor?
It would depend.
I would like to buy that Darren's Instant Fortress. A discount would help greatly. Could you hold it for me until I brought you a box back?
Roll a persuasion check.
Going up in the world, boys, 11.
Wow.
I,
I bet you are.
I've had it in my possession for the better part of 2 months or so, and it seems to be a bit above the means of most who come into my shop. curiosity than anything else. It's unlikely to sell before you return, unless it were to take you months, which I would prefer it didn't.
I don't want to risk that though. If I bought it now, could I get that discount when I brought the box back? Whatever discount you were going to give?
On a future purchase, perhaps. If you'd like to sell it back to me upon returning, I'd be happy to sell it to you once again at a discounted price.
So I could sell it back to you at the same price and then buy it back for a discounted price.
This is a business. She's like,
God damn it. I need 400 gold. I'm not going to take the chance of this not being here.
I wouldn't either. It's 400 gold. What does it do? You never read
oh
it.
yeah.
I want to make sure it is
she did,
what I think it is.
but then I interjected.
Okay.
So you would already have named it.
I want to know what it does
Yep.
and how it does it.
That makes our
That's a lot of rowdy boys out
You can
tonight.
use an action to place this 1-inch metal cube on the ground and speak its command word. The cube rapidly grows into a fortress that remains until you use an action to speak the command word that dismisses it, which works only if the fortress is empty. The fortress is a square tower, 20 feet on the side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlement atop it. Its interior is divided into 2 floors, with a ladder running along one wall to connect them. The ladder ends at a trapdoor leading to the roof. When activated, the tower has a small door on the side facing you. The door opens only at your command, which you can speak as a bonus action. It is immune to the knock spell and similar magic, such as that of a chime of opening. Each creature in the area when the fortress appears must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, blah blah blah, blah, which is not
Or be
something
crushed.
that you, not the knowledge that you guys have.
Would the owner have to take that? To not? That seems weird.
Well, it. You place
Yeah,
it.
and it goes
And
out.
it expands back.
So you would have to
Command
place
word,
it and get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it waits till you use the command word. So you place it, take 3 steps back, and speak the command word.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, would you not be able to just
Think-
Oh.
get EVs in
I
a
mean,
capsule? Just...
it gives you the size dimensions. Occupancy is kind of your own. Up
Are there
to you.
rooms?
There's
Is
2
This has been
floors.
another
There's 2
excellent
floors
use.
that are connected by what I just read. There's a ladder that connects 2 floors. There's a trapdoor that goes up to the second floor at the top of the ladder, and there's 2 floors.
I think it's more just to like give you a place to like
The top
rain
top
arrows
isn't
down on
a
someone.
room either. I think the top portion is the battlement. So the top portion is like a walled room that has no ceiling.
So it's
because
just a
got-
courtyard, then a ladder to a trapdoor to the top? Or?
So like the bottom portion would be, so like imagine that this room that we're currently in is 20 foot by 20 foot. There's a door, and on one wall there's a ladder that goes up to a trapdoor that has that has an equal
it is
size.
one big room in there.
It has an equal sized space on top with no roof, and it's got little like it
Little
shows here.
clubhouse, we take
You
over
can
the road.
stand there and like fire off off the roof of it and shit. You know.
Does it? And I would ask Lynette if you were to place this down and enter it, and then leave items within it, and then leave and speak the word again.
No.
Will your items remain?
My understanding is it has to be empty.
We won't go down if there's stuff in it. Alright. Yeah, I want them. Actually, I'm not even have.
I'll say you do also have at least this portion of this understanding. The tower is made of adamantine.
Oh my god.
And its magic prevents it from being tipped over.
Hell yeah.
Placebo.
You
I
can
knock
only
over this
activate it
cow?
on a
Knock
vertical
over that
surface.
cow.
I mean, a
Can't
horizontal
seem to knock
surface.
over this cow.
You have a fortress off the side of a mountain. That'd be awesome.
The roof, the door, and the walls each have 100 hit points. Immunity to damage from non-magical weapons, excluding siege weapons, and resistance to all of the damage. Only a wish spell can repair the fortress. Each casting of wish causes the roof, the door, or one wall to regain 50 hit points.
Yee.
Oh, that's steep.
Yeah.
Does that burn or like give the opportunity? Since the wish spell is designed to fix that, if somebody uses their wish spell to that, does that provoke the wish?
As soon as you get to that area of town, you see it rising far above all the other buildings in the vicinity. As you're flying much closer to its level. As you approach, you realize that you're probably just barely missing the top. as you come down and look at it, without getting very close, because at that point it's just literally counting. But as you get to within like you maybe half your distance, you know it's several floors. I'll give you that.
Okay, are there any guards on the roof?
You don't see anybody on the roof. No.
I'll go down and look again and see if I see anybody on the roof. Closer.
Right, you 500 feet, nobody on the roof. I mean, you're just seeing red clay tiles. So if you come down closer, there's still nobody on the roof.
I'll land on the roof.
Okay.
What I would have done was land on like the roof of like the next building over, so I could like see the roof. Because I remembered, oh, he's gonna drop a body. For all I know, he's gonna drop it right on me if I land on this roof. So I'm gonna be on the next building over.
That's fine.
So you probably would have researched a little bit earlier, so you land there and you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
You land on the roof, hooves on the tile. It's kind of hard to stand on clay tiles with hooves, but you're kind of standing there.
Crack like 6
Standing
of
there.
them.
It's kind of hard to walk on clay tiles, period. I don't care
Yeah.
what kind of shoes you have.
But it's flat.
Yeah. It's just slippery.
There is a slight pitch, but not so much that you can't stand on it. Like it's pitched enough for water to not gather and seep through.
Can I take a couple tiles up?
You can make a strength check to attempt to, and they're not just laid there.
We'll make a strength check to it then. Okay, so
Like a tripod.
no.
I mean, it's not going to happen.
I mean, they're not glued down with sovereign glue, so.
Right, but 2 minus 1 isn't going to happen.
Oh. No.
Oh.
So I mean, it's just
Oh.
roofs are roofs. They're not meant to to come up at a moderate wind. I'm not kind of trying to compare you to a moderate wind, but in just kind of grabbing and lifting up, you kind of like try and get leverage and pulling them up. Like they start to lift enough for you to get your fingers under a little bit better, but they're not like. As they extend out, you realize that like the way roofs are built, the next shingle overlaps, and like without like
Can I
doing
go
some.
to the peak and retry there?
There's also like, and this is not this is how it actually works. There's like a different style of tile that peaks the top. So like that is
The one that looks like this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you make your way up there and you're trying to pry them off, and whoever put them on earned their money.
Take my hand axe and knock one off.
Okay. As you bash it, it just chips the red clay.
And what's under the red plate that I chipped?
More red
More
clay.
red
Like
clay.
you chip the tile.
I want to attack it.
Okay. So you can sit there and chip away at the tiles.
Yep.
Okay. You sit there and chip away at the peak. Yes.
Do I notice we're here?
As soon as he makes his first attack, his invisibility drops. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
Oh boy. Whoa.
continuing to hack away at him, you see him on top with a hand axe hacking away at the peak tiles.
Do I see Liliana?
She's with you.
She
right?
can see.
She
Oh,
followed
okay,
you,
yeah.
so she landed by you.
So you can see up 200 feet.
She landed on a roof nearby.
Yeah.
True. So if you were towards the middle, she wouldn't see you. If you were
I
towards
went
either
towards the
end,
middle to try and get to the
well, there's the middle this way, and then there's this direction. So like you could be here or here. Or
I said I
anywhere
went to the
between.
middle where they started.
Fair. So no.
Okay, so no, I don't. Okay.
But you're here.
Yes. But you do see your hand come down on the second swipe.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm going to knock this tile off.
Okay. Sitting there for a good 5 or 10 minutes. You're not very strong.
Right, it's not a strength roll at that point, it's an attack roll, isn't it?
Yes and no. It is, but you're also hacking away at a clay tile with a hand axe. I mean, if you were to do that in real life, it'd probably take you a few minutes to crack through it.
Roofing tiles.
They're not this thick, they're this thick. But anyway, you hack through it, and it's you sit there with some red clay crumbles at the top at the peak, and below it you see the beginnings of the tiles below it that come down from the peak. Continuing to hack through to maybe just complete that 10 minutes or so that it takes you. You see the wood that they were set on top of and attached to.
So I see wood.
You do.
Alright, that's what we were going for. I recast invisibility.
Okay.
Here we go.
And then, because it's not an attack, I light a fire on that wood.
Here we go.
You have about this much exposed wood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are you lighting this
I
fire?
got a lantern.
I mean, I have enough. I have everything I need to start a fire in my smithing kit.
Okay. So you start a fire in this little spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a fire in that little spot.
This is gonna be
And
bad.
eventually go in. Should. No.
Okay. You can sit here and watch it burn out.
Alright. I'll just fly up 1,000 feet and drop kill Thor.
Okay.
Just center it on that spot.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be a bad time.
You pull him out and let him go. You watch it gets about 5 feet from you in that instant as it at almost immediately at a blinding speed drops from you. It reapparates into invisible where it's visible and falls and just fucking reminiscent of before. Yeah, just pulverizes into the roof and you see it just like watching it. It's very sudden if you've ever like dropped something from a high distance in a game where like you just see the same little sprite as it's falling and then just shoots off to the side as it hits the roof and just skirts off.
Didn't go through the roof from that high of a
Fuck
distance.
no. Like you imagine it probably did significant damage, like probably more significant than you did hacking at it with your hand axe, but it didn't go straight through.
Alright, I'll go back to the bar.
Those guys support the weight of an entire.
I don't
Right, if I
immediately.
dropped a body on your roof, they would go through.
My roof, yes.
Also, you didn't go back and investigate why that might have been. So, you went up to
Like
the bar.
I was just about to say I don't go back right away because I don't think I
I'll
realized
give you
you
this.
left.
You would imagine if you dropped a body on a roof from 1,000 feet, it would definitely go through. And it didn't. Like, I'm not just saying that offhanded. It didn't. I'll say that that would come to you before you left if you would left instead of just going back to the bar.
Then I would go down and look away.
Okay. Are you doing anything this time? Because at this
Yeah,
point,
like did I hear like or see the body just?
you would have seen the body come off the roof, yeah. Even if you just have two sides visible, I'm gonna, well, you know what, we'll see. If you're looking at one of the correct sides to see the body come off from where you're standing, you do.
Okay.
You see the body just jettison at fucking rocket speed off the front, poof, wham, and land in the street outside.
Yeah, so I see
Body
that.
left?
Huh?
There's a body left?
I mean, it's gross.
Like I was about to ask, like,
paste.
what's the condition
I
of
mean,
this
it doesn't
body?
literally turn the bones and the shit into
No.
paste. It just turns it into a giant pile of mince that looks
Gore.
like you put it through a meat grinder. I mean, it's,
Just gore.
Yeah, he.
That
Is no longer identifiable as a
Okay.
hobgoblin.
Unfortunately, I have actually, like a stupid teenager been on like watch people die subreddit and stuff and seen bodies after falling 1,000 feet or more. And like you're like, that was once a person, probably. But like it's there. Just
So I
gross.
would have waited to like see what the reaction was, if there even was any.
Okay. In doing so, like looking down now, looking at the front of at the place, like at any given moment, it's busy enough, like even at this time where like every couple of minutes or so there's probably half a dozen people or so that have made their way in and or out of the bar over the course of a couple minutes. And so probably nothing will have like no uproar would have caught your attention by the time before we get to what he's
Okay.
back to him.
Yeah.
So because it just takes you a little bit, just a minute to come down and take a look at it. And like digging past some of that wreckage stuff, you see a place where it basically came down and impacted and just splintered in that wood that was kind of the framework over where the red clay tiles were set. And you see what is, well, from the top you just see metal. Not sure what or how much. Actually, probably what you'd be aware. But
I'm still invisible. I'll fly back to the bar.
okay, clearing it away. So you created probably like a 4 foot in diameter crater of tile and wood splinters, where there's now exposed metal. Okay, and make way back to the
So that motherfucker was ready.
To be fair, someone dropped a body on your house before.
Yeah.
Well, it was on his front lawn, but I mean, the idea that somebody's going to be coming at you launching.
This was the guy that had a body dropped in his front lawn.
He's like, so maybe he
probably
was
launching
aiming
it.
at the house and missed. I'm just going to reinforce my roof.
Yeah, we're just not letting this happen again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a smart thing to do.
Oh my god.
I can't.
You're able to see so because the low story doesn't have any windows, but the 4 stories above all have windows. So you see 4 rows of windows. going above that. A pretty tall figure from this distance, probably not able to tell race. Let me give you this because you're both exchanging looks. Distinctly not a Goliath or what you recognize to be Laokian in the armor that he was wearing before, kind of angular, like a dark, like kind of off brown, almost orangish armor. It's spiked armor, but it doesn't literally have spikes. It's just kind of got these angles where it looks like it's
Decorative.
no, it's like a low poly game.
Oh,
You know?
okay, I
The
got you.
armor's like just goes around. That's what he's got. But it's not that.
Polygonal.
Yeah.
You see a figure come out tall, probably equally as tall as Laokian, however, but distinctly female, as there's hair that tumbles out over what is a dark gray, and that's probably all the detail you can see from this distance and the fact that it's the middle of the fucking night, armor.
Is it a minotaur?
It is not a minotaur. It
Okay.
is a female with long hair.
Could be a female minotaur.
Yeah, it could be a
here.
female.
Right, but that wouldn't be immediately noticeable when they walk out from 60 feet away.
That
across the
minotaur
street
has
and go
long
down.
hair.
Yeah, if you see
It
a
would have
minotaur,
just been, oh, that's a minotaur.
yeah, if you see a minotaur,
I feel
you're
like
gonna
you-
see a
you see a
minotaur.
minotaur walk out. Come out bearing a large shield that is pitch black. Just like you're able to distinguish pitch black even with your dark vision. With also distinctive, very in the middle, prominent symbol of an eye that comes right across with a large red, deep dark red that just barely sets itself out from the pitch black of the shield. It's like a teardrop, but it's a deep crimson that's coming off from the bottom of the eye, right in the center of the shield. What was the hand raise?
Do I recognize this symbol?
Roll a religion check.
I would like to try as well.
Roll a religion check.
Can I make one?
Roll a religion check.
Everybody gets one.
That is a 22.
18. 22.
Okay. Those of you above 20, simply because the betrayer gods are not well known, like especially their iconography is not well known, recognize this to be the symbol of the ruiner. Walks out.
Okay.
You see across the back, not drawn, but across the back, sitting out much longer than you're used to seeing sort of acts, is a halberd. Across the back.
Love it. Lovely time.
He bought a fuck you bodyguard.
My, what a lovely party.
So it's a light gray
The
armor.
ruiner.
You know, which is really able to see concerning the armor at this distance, with a long blonde braid that comes out and goes over the back of the full light gray, almost white plate armor.
My, what a lovely party.
What do I know of the ruiner?
Probably not a whole lot. With your 22, probably you'd know that the source of the icon, of the iconography, that the symbol comes from the tale of the battle the ruiner was a part of in the Calamity, where it's escaping me what god.
I bet he ruined it though.
It's escaping me what god it was specifically. Give me 1 second.
You take 2d6 psychic damage.
You might take some piercing damage from an arrow if you try and tell that joke.
I'm not familiar enough.
Hey, I reject your criticism. Thank you for trying.
I'll put this to flip right, I guess.
You can't fucking uncanny dodge criticism, man. It's a whole lot more than just.
I gotta flip right fuck
You either take it or you don't.
Only God and anime can judge me.
Hey.
Wow.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
The Arcart shot out
Oh.
the ruiner's eye during the Calamity,
Okay.
and you know that became part of the etymology of its iconography.
Does the ruiner have any special?
Anyway, this figure, and which also has a long halberd strapped to her back, comes out a couple minutes after people are making a commotion over the body in the street, sees it, starts looking around for, where the fuck what's going on. And while the only thing visible currently, because Morty is invisible, standing behind Edna as a bird and Liliana as an owl, watching this from a rooftop, is looking around, looks past them, continues to look around, and then looks right at them. At which point, they flew away.
Now, we'll give you a second to let your eyes uncross from all of that descriptor of who was looking through whose eyes, and who was a bird and who wasn't.
Mm-hmm. They get back to the bar and we're having a discussion about what to do from here. Some party members were saying, fuck this. If he's not going to come out and we can't ambush him and kind of set our own plan and do it, then, this isn't our problem. There were some dissenting opinions saying if we wait, the longer we wait, the worse it's just going to get, kind of thing. Or, we can take them, was kind of part of Kendall's theology here, or ideology. Theology, what the fuck? And,
No, it's a theology.
While you guys are talking, outside, the direction of the door of your room, and then the window on the opposite side of the room, you hear...
You ascribe to the we can do it school.
At which point, Scar kind of glanced out of the window, Morty proceeded to open the window and stick his head out, and there was a dagger in the sill of the window on the outside with a piece of paper wrapped around the blade. He pulled it out, read the piece of paper, and it said something to the effect of, message received, I think this is what it is, message received, Devil Boy. The bar's not going anywhere, because he said he was going to burn it down by sunset. The bar's not going anywhere. How's your snake friend? Which everyone, everyone's, because you weren't here for it, I'll go ahead and say, the immediate understanding, inference that everybody made was it was a reference to River having killed Edna previously in Kynal. And then further discussions were had about what to do from here. They have surmised a plan to go in as regular bar patrons tomorrow, because it is a bar that he's based out of, so far as they understand, and you guys are going to sleep right now to then do that plan tomorrow. Yeah. Anything I missed important?
Nope.
Nope, that covered it.
Good job. It's like you're the DM or something.
I spend a few hours writing my book and then I go to sleep. 2 hours writing my book and then I meditate.
Okay.
Not that.
There you go. So any features that you've expended, you regain, which is none. Alright, so you guys, you stand unoccupied. The elegance doesn't stop at the front door. I mean, you paid 14, and I know you haven't been playing with us, but your character knows. 14 gold for a bath is a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh,
Like a family survives for a year on a few gold.
Yeah. That should be a milk bath.
Yeah.
Gross.
14 gold
You've got, the
paid
fish.
for every meal for a family of 4 for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's not like
you
little fish that would clean
it's
the
for people who are like, yeah, fuck this money, put that on the counter.
Fuck this money.
I got so much money I can't even see.
Which is why being adventurers, having thousands of gold is unless you're buying things that are at you guys' level, regular things are paltry. Like buying food, I don't even fuck with buying food for you guys because first off, you find food half the places you go, but also you guys could stop in on your way out of any town, and the change that you forgot was in your boot would feed a fucking city. So
I don't
fuck with it.
I don't like the implication that we're fucking freegans, man.
But yeah.
I mean, technically Edna and I are.
You said there's 10 of them, so I'm walking.
You know what? Touche.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm walking to each
Sorry.
trying to hear.
Yeah. So in doing so, you hear a myriad of different.
I'll tell you later.
You probably do hear
Nothing
some.
but words.
You hear some things that aren't just snoring or people but it's people humming to themselves or bubbles being blown as they submerge themselves fully at the top of the bath. Going by one, getting to the very corner, as you get down to the end of that short hall, you look down and there's just more. It's a shorter hall. You see it also turns left. You surmise from your positioning that it kind of just curls inward until there's no more space for rooms.
It's beautiful.
Getting down to that corner and looking down, pressing your ear to the door that's there, you hear what is hushed, stage whispered arguing. It's it's 14 gold for a fucking bath, Jeffrey. It's listen, I thought I'd just treat us,
No, I actually
If I wanted to just boil in hot water, I would have stayed at home, Jeffrey! You're not Jeffrey!
Thank you.
Oh shit! I did the Jeffrey name.
Yes, you did!
I've never even seen that.
You never...
I've heard you
No,
guys
I
say it
just
before,
I just did that.
I was waiting for it, man. I was
If
like,
I wanted to see a cloud of hot air,
Oh
I
yeah,
would
you
have
and I
stayed
did
at
that.
home!
You and I did a voicemail to
Yeah,
Levi.
yeah, we
That's
did,
what
yeah.
it was, yeah.
I would have stayed at home, Jeffrey! You're not Jeffrey!
You listened for a couple minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna act it out, but they're arguing for a minute. You know, there's like, you hear like very pointed attempts for like you hear the disappointment in the guy's voice. Like, I was taking you to an expensive bath to get you naked and spend a bunch of money, and you're just fucking arguing with me. Like you hear that frustration in the voice, and just like he just gives up after a couple minutes. He's like, I'm just gonna enjoy this fucking bath.
For 14 gold, you better enjoy the fuck out of that bath.
Yeah, so I continue to make my way.
Yeah, going through, you surmise after passing through this next short hallway that at a time when not a lot of the baths are full, the ones that are the ones closer to the beginning. So as you turn that second corner and the third corner, like almost none of the rest of them are occupied.
Okay.
All the doors are open.
They also live in a murder shack.
Oh wait, I'd have to have my hair about yay long to do that.
I'm okay with it. This hair tells people I clearly don't care what you think. Do you want to start this conversation?
Some people have hair that's a conversation starter. Charlie prefers the conversation stopper before it gets started.
Yep.
Conversation preventer.
And I just cut all mine off so
Yeah.
nobody can say anything one way or the other.
Listen,
Taking notes and everything. Oh shit, Micah!
Okey-dokey.
Hell yeah.
So, everyone all tries together. All 5 chests flip open. There are 2 things.
Oh, this chair is weird. What the fuck?
There
Okay, my
are...
feet don't touch the ground. I don't like this.
Mine did.
No, you have to like lean back to sit in it. It's weird.
You can pull the handle on both the bottom of the seat and the other side. Lean back in it first and click.
Okay, there you go.
oh, this is fucking weird. I don't.
So, there are 2 things in each chest. There's a large section of what looks like a piece of a metal ring that's about a foot-ish to a foot and a half long in a semicircle, and then set in the middle of that piece of metal. It's like somebody took a bar of metal and bent the 2 ends of it. In the center of it, there's a little recessed slot. It's octagonal, but the sides aren't all the same length. And this weird, I don't know how, it's an octagon, but the sides are all different lengths.
And said,
Did you go upstairs?
No, there were those stairs.
Fuck. Hey, come inside. And he
I
walks
forgot to
through
build
the doorway.
It's the same door we came through.
Oh, there's
He
a
doesn't
second
put his
floor,
hand-
but I forgot to.
He just walks through.
He just walks straight.
Put my hand on him.
He walks through.
yeah, I'm gonna follow them.
He's still
Where
there.
would you be?
Sitting on the bed next to the
Oh, glorious color.
Where would you be?
Oh yeah, I'm still in that room. I guess sitting on the floor next to Scar's bed.
All right.
Glorious chromatic
Not
security.
hiding anything, a drow, the one that I described earlier, walks into that bedroom.
I checked the other bed to see if there's anyone suddenly sleeping in one.
No. The drow just walks into the room that you're in. Hi. That makes 3. Points to Scar on the bed. 4, 5.
Hi, I'm Edna.
4. He's asleep. Did you try and wake him up? Did that work?
It hasn't. Apparently she stabbed him.
That's not.
You have no sense for comedy.
You stabbed him!
I guess I did.
He didn't wake up. That's unfortunate.
Yes.
He walks over to the wall, and he places his hand on the wall.
A moment of your time.
He turns around. Yes, and as he turns around, stairs start to slide out of the wall. They're about 3 foot wide.
Who are you?
Hell.
Edna jumps up. Where's my stick?
Right.
He's
We
looking
will
back to
revisit
see
the
it.
stick in a moment. So about him being asleep. The dwarf in the other room said that this happens from time to time, and sometimes it takes him hours to wake up, sometimes longer, sometimes never.
Well, I mean, they could still wake up,
So sometimes never, sometimes a few hours, sometimes in between.
but never hasn't happened yet, so I don't know.
Okay. My understanding is that we are here because you need something done, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he does not wake up,
I mean, I would assume that if I send you back, he'll wake up. So,
and you have the power to do that.
well, yeah.
If he does not wake up, we are at 4. But we have more.
I know, but I picked you four because you four are funnier than the other ones.
Really?
This is undoubtedly true. But
Did you see the big winged fella?
Mm-hmm.
I will make it my life's
I don't know.
mission to kill you.
Laurie, if I may have a sidebar. He literally brought us here from another plane of existence. I'm pretty sure playing the "I'm gonna kill you" card
Well, you
isn't our best
probably
bet right now.
could, to be honest.
Lots of people.
The difficulty is I don't know how you would get back if I died.
I think you might be missing the point more so than I am. Also, I feel like I'm also missing a point.
We could be. I don't know. Let me think about it. And he sits on the floor and he starts thinking. He starts drawing weird symbols in the air.
She sits back on the bed.
They're trailing from his finger.
What the hell?
No, if you kill me, you don't make it back. So,
Not by your means, but we amaze me more every day. So
I mean, eventually you probably
we'll
could.
figure it out.
Yeah. That could take a while. You could probably do it. You probably don't need me then. But could you, if you do the job, I could just send you back and that'd be a lot easier. And if I send you back, I'm sure he'll wake up.
Yeah, let's maybe not call it the kill the guy who sends us home, Fred. I like that idea.
I was thinking more along the lines of kill the guy who takes my brother from me.
Do you know why he's asleep?
Two sides of the same coin.
Granted, but
No.
So it's
I just know that sometimes when the little portable teleportation circle, sometimes when you get sent through, it scrambles a couple of things. It's not serious as far as I can tell. I mean, he's still
And just like
alive.
immediately patting herself.
Yeah, you're fine.
fine as well.
and who boy? Okay.
What is this problem you have?
So, I was waiting for somebody to ask. We've got a slight problem here. You've been outside, you two have been outside. You haven't been outside yet, so you didn't see the shit that's going on outside.
The grayscale.
Yeah.
That's not purposeful.
Well, I sure as fuck didn't do it. It's ugly.
Place seems pretty
You see the
weird.
plants that I have outside?
They're very, very
I actually agree with him on this point. It's fucking terrible.
I hate it. You can't even see the gold trim on my cloak when I go out there.
That is a valid concern, sir.
That was a lot of gold. A lot of gold.
I immediately am on board with helping him do whatever needs doing.
Thank you. Finally. Most people, they come in here and they're like, ooh, I'm scared. And then they just run out there and die. And that's, you guys at least stuck around and talked. I don't really get to talk to a lot of people.
Quick
Part
question.
of the problem.
Quick question. What exactly is out there that could, just for the sake of argument, what is out there that could possibly kill us?
Wolves?
More to the point, if I might ask again. So what is the problem you're having?
So,
Wait, that is the most Florida thing you could
Yeah, and
possibly
I'm just
say.
looking around.
I got a fucking 7.
Can I perceive? I can perceive. That's a 26.
you look look around, trying to get eye line to the open water since you're sort of in the center of this town.
Pippin, snake.
You get a few glances down to the water and you don't really see anything, and then you feel a
Oh boy.
Pippin, find it.
fuck?
Here we
Can I
go.
have Pippin fly around and look too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
He's looking at a solid 18.
He starts alerting you
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
instantaneously
Which direction?
and tries to indicate where you're currently standing.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 26.
So you look down and you see what looks like it was probably as big around as the tree that you dealt with in El Kesh, winding its way through the water.
Oh. Wait, I'm sorry. I can see through
Surface.
below me?
You can see glimpses through the wooden slats.
Oh, the whole. Okay, gotcha.
Dun dun.
And it's every so often you feel it subtly bump against the floating city itself, and it seems to just sort of be coiling itself up under the city, centering itself basically where you guys
So it's
are.
passed right under me, such to the point that like this, I can see it through the slats. What's the gap like between the water and where I'm standing?
The water and where you're standing is probably about a 6-foot gap.
Okay.
Hey guys, remember that level in Sonic Adventure where you had to run from the orcas?
Yes.
With that indication, you all look down and you all
Oh,
see
God,
the
yeah.
same thing.
Okay. I'm gonna
Snakes.
start making my way to the
Have to be
edge.
snakes.
To the edge of the city to try and.
Yeah, is there somewhere where we feel like we can get an angle to look under all of that?
You begin to make your way towards.
It is on this. The little toggle on top is zooming in. Okay, you found it.
Yeah.
So this is so extremely Kim. I saw it and I knew that you had to have it.
Did you?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
It's super cute. You will love
Is
it.
it? Oh, cute.
It's a little
I
gecko.
love
He's
this.
got
It
wings.
does.
And it's
I
in
love
the
this.
lesbian pride
Yeah.
colors.
I love this. Yay. My little friend now. There we go.
And I'll go ahead and give you guys the gift.
Thank you,
Hang on. You're super welcome. Where's the... We'll probably phone the... Well, here, I'll give Micah his. Here's the rogue holographic sticker.
Ooh, hell yeah.
That's going on my hard hat.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. And there's the cleric one.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are fucking snazzy.
I love shiny shit.
Me too. Like, I already got my druid one. I stuck it to the back of my card deck. Yes, I got one for monk. I got wizard because I felt that was the most applicable to artificer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually got ranger to get Jordan.
Artificer is just a wizard wannabe.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just a wizard that puts
The
his
wizard
shit
is not
into
good at
items.
spells, just good at making stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Here you go. Thank you, Micah.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a role involved. Whether it's his or mine or Maven Queen's.
The ranger, in her confusion, fumbles around for her sanity and self-preservation.
Scar dies. After all is said and done, you all appear back in the Minigift's Ale House to find Morty performing CPR on Scar to no avail.
You have less. You have a Revivify though, don't you?
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I didn't prepare it today.
It's been
Oh shit!
14 years since you left.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't sign up for that.
We're leveling Edna up to 20 so that she can cast true.
That's fine. I have true. That's fine. I have true resurrection. He melts in the snow.
This whole
I
time?
need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Do you? I don't have evasion, so I don't think I want to do that. Okay. 27.
You succeed. So, as L points his finger at you, all of a sudden, you feel like you are not anchored to the ground anymore by whatever gravity has been created on this shard, and you start to float up in the air before reaching down and grabbing onto one of the edges of a little like footer that runs around the base of the floor, and you manage to grab onto that and keep yourself from floating away.
Okay.
You wedge your foot up under there and keep yourself from actually raising up off of the ground. That brings us to Pippin.
Pippin's gonna fly at him. He has a 60-foot fly speed.
Motherfucker.
Makes it all the way up to him.
Okay. He attacks him with his claws that have poison on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That's 11 points of slashing damage and con save. I guess that should be VC.
19, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Or did
we make it back?
Oh, fuck.
We died there.
No, are we just in a very similar looking Rick and Morty style simulation within a simulation?
did we leave the Cronenberg universe?
We're the six on the pedestals?
So, you guys could have gone home without fucking up L.
Yeah, I assumed we
Well, yeah. I mean, he could have sent it. Elle could have sent us home.
We did, but yeah, no, because the other guy could have too. But Kristen was like, I kind of want to see what he's up to, so we decided to go and look.
Well, I had a bad feeling. I was like,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
he's
no,
doing,
no,
I
right,
think
right.
he was like trying to escape right now. I actually had a theory that the in-face.
Whenever we didn't know anything about artificer when we made Morty.
Okay. Sure.
And the character builder was like, hey, highest stat dex, second highest stat int.
I am not a camera stand woman.
It is pretty fucking useless.
Yeah, because
That
int is your casting modifier, but none of the
The only-
spells for
the only thing is
Artificer
cure
are attack
wounds.
spells, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
like invisibility. All the spells y'all see me cast on a weekly basis. They don't give a hoot about my int. So
The
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 only
only
one.
thing
Cure wounds.
that would affect would be cure wounds or like your DC to see through your illusions and stuff. That's it.
Oh, well.
What's up, dude?
So,
What's up?
I'm gonna trade out my int and my con
Okay.
because that would give me 27 more health,
That makes
Yeah,
a lot
which
more
is-
sense.
over half of the current health that I
Yeah.
have right now.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
yeah.
It will literally increase his health by 50%.
Yeah.
That's fair.
As you're just kind of like weaving through the crowd, but it's keeping up with the tail end of the group here. You guys ride back at the Wishing Well.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Immediately drop form before I walk in because I don't want to get shanked.
I'll drop invisibility and go over to. Is it the same lady?
At the little reception desk.
Yeah.
Drop my.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely dropping mine. That's gone.
Hey, get that guy!
I'm still a spider.
I'll just ask her if I can go downstairs. Need to speak with the big man.
We have rooms upstairs. I'm afraid.
You know what you have to do.
You seem confused. We do rent rooms to sleep in upstairs. They have
Can Morty just roll an intelligence check?
Sure. We'll make it a history check for you.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
Right after
Wishing
you-
Well. It's the.
You dumped
Wait.
it.
I've been sent by the ugliest man I ever met. ugly men always know what taverns are the best. It's one of those two.
You sit there and you like suss it out. You're like saying it. She's just like, yeah, okay. Just walks back and opens the door.
By the way, my bad. It's not the wishing well. I just realized that.
The Wayward Pony.
Yeah.
They were funny, yeah.
That one.
I was gonna say
Guys, we've been saying it the whole time. It's fine.
I forgot where
Yeah,
we
go down.
were.
Yeah.
As Morty.
Guys, it's fine. We've been saying it the whole time. Kayfabe.
Okay. So yeah, you guys go down into the appropriately slightly darker subterranean bar under the Wayward Pony.
I go over to the secretary's door.
Okay.
And knock.
A few moments later, the red-headed elf
Are we done?
appears. Can I help you?
Is Brahmin?
He's not at the moment.
Right. Sulthana, right?
Mortiferous.
Yeah. Need to talk to him ASAP. It's kind of important. Very, very
Get the
important.
ball.
We're kind of a big deal.
Not that. It's just something he will want to know, a pressing matter.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm not good at
That's fine.
I would like.
Levi.
I would like before he rolled. Okay.
This is 17.
17. She kind of like, as you're sitting there trying to communicate the importance of it, you kind of just see there's a moment where she wants to, kind of like be like, understand you, talk you down a little bit, be like, understand he's a busy man, but she kind of recognizes the look of import on your face and just kind of nods. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, thank you.
And the door closes.
Cool.
Do you want to stay a spy to Edna? Do you like to talk?
Well, I'm going to get a room. Actually, we already have rooms. This is one of the 3 places we have rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
We are keeping the hotel business alive in winter.
At least to find the
I go over and I hold up my hand for Edna.
Crawl onto his hand.
Ugh.
It's Gargoth.
I didn't say I dropped invisibility, so unless it's
He's just, you can just say Skargoth aloud, but you don't know if he's there or not.
Scar, if you're here and you ever want another invisibility stone, you're going to come up to me
Are
with
you there?
the room.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to come up to the room with me.
Oh, okay.
His voice. Oh, okay.
Alright. I go up to my room with Spider Edna and maybe an invisible Scar is following me.
Did we?
Lori will also follow unless there are objections.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Where the fuck are you lot going?
To my room?
Any stated purpose? Are we invited?
Yeah. I'm gonna, I guess, spend a couple hours identifying shit.
Yeah, alright, fuck it.
I need to identify all the shit that you guys found.
Yep.
I just followed them.
Okay.
I forgot what they're doing.
Okay, so everybody goes to Morty's room.
Okay. I sit Edna
Yeah.
down on the bed.
Yeah. Once you put her on the bed, I poof, I'm sitting like crisscross applesauce on the bed.
Lori still looks like a human. Just because.
I opened my bag and I was like, okay, so I got these, and
Alright.
I pick out the
Whoever needs
tuft.
stuff identified, just set it out. And
Lori starts pulling out the arrows from her.
Sam, I'll pull out however many. How many bundles did we say I got?
I just mixed between the two. I think she grabbed the largest. No, she handed you the largest one, so she got a couple of the other ones. We'll say she got a bundle of 7 and a bundle of 3 is what Lori has. You have a bundle of 10 and a bundle of 3.
I'll take that. Cool.
And I can identify these as a bundle, right?
Well, you could take one arrow out of the bundle and identify it and assume, unless you didn't want to, that the rest were the same. I'm doing all of these because one, down.
One could be different.
Right.
I take out
Which-
the.
Don't
Oh, don't do that.
I would do that.
I take out the tangle of sending stones. Like, he has more people on call. I drop that on the bed. What else did I have? Hang on.
Is a ring attached to the sending stones?
Right, yeah.
Well,
And
that's-
papers.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's what I also had.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
an
take
interesting.
out
That's
the
an
stack of
interesting
papers.
sound to have.
The
They
papers
seem-
are actually going to be best for him to do now.
Yeah, they seem to be coded.
can I attempt to decipher, or at least?
Yeah. So we'll get through just.
Oh yeah,
while
yeah.
You're doing your first identification here. Roll an intelligence check.
Just a straight intelligence.
Is there
check.
something I could help him with at the other time?
Not. Well, yeah, at a later time possibly if necessary.
That's not great. That's an 11.
An 11?
Yeah.
It's fine because what this check was is as you start looking over them, you recognize the cipher
Oh.
as River's cipher.
Oh. Okay. So these are fucking from River. Do they say anything important, or is it?
You'd have to take time to decode.
Oh, right,
but
yeah.
You recognize the cipher.
We still have a copy of the cipher key. I didn't make Brahmani copies, so
I
I just hand
can-
him the cipher key.
Yeah, I can deal with this a little later. Okay, fuck it. I'll start doing it now.
You know that him doing this, if he's going to go through all the
It's gonna
items
take a
you
couple
have,
hours.
it's going to take
Yeah.
a couple hours.
Just let me know when you get. Just let me know when you get what these are.
That potion that I palmed earlier, I'm gonna try and sneak that onto Morty while still invisible.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
That's my +1 perception.
Well, he's not trying to hide it from you.
Oh shit,
Everyone
bag.
else.
Can it be with advantage? With invisible?
That just depends. The thing is this is running against.
Oh, it'd be the same as a pickpocket sleight of hand.
Well, that's against people walking down the street. Hiding it against you guys. I'd say yeah, sure. You roll with advantage. Because it's also against everybody's passive since no one's.
What was that
seeing
first
you.
one? Because I saw the second one. The second one was not great. Was the first one the same?
Or worse?
It couldn't have been worse than the second one.
No, they were the same.
You rolled 2 ones?
Two nat ones.
No way.
It's about
So
time.
for those of you in the room,
Everybody.
probably it's gonna be against passives, and the thing is obviously everybody's.
Go.
You fall unless you have some other means of staying
I
alive.
don't care. Thank you.
God, that was like Bloom in his blanket.
The group that.
Give me
The
my blue
producers.
blanket.
Have you never seen the producers?
Everybody.
Don't worry about it.
Not even gonna ask you. Not even gonna ask you, because you can both fly already.
You found it.
Shoot.
Edna just does this.
Oh, you can fly.
I can't fly.
I don't care.
You found it. It's true.
That's fairly rude, but fine.
Maybe one day I'll use it to save your ass. I don't know.
I mean, that's as may be. I feel
Or
like
I'll waste it. I don't know.
I feel like the I don't care was the part I care about there. You know.
It's
Oh.
nice to know at least a little self-awareness. To be
I'll do the ring
honest.
next.
Oh Jesus.
Nothing.
That is
I hope it's good.
mean roast. I'm gonna find a different way to phrase that.
The medium stick.
I was going to say usually the larger they are, the more fun they are, but that's not always the case.
This is a ring of unhindered sight. It
Meaning.
is rare, it requires attunement. While wearing the ring, you can use the action to speak its command mode. When you do, you can see into and through solid amter. A-M-T-T-E-R? What's that?
Matter. And it was
Matter.
supposed to be
Oh,
matter.
yeah. I know.
It was supposed to be matter. I got that. I just wanted to fuck what was supposed to be matter.
I'm gonna write down all of your stupid. Literally reading my cards, you fuck shit up. So.
For 1 minute, the vision has a radius of 30 feet. To you, solid objects within that radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. The vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch thick of common metal, or
Oh,
3
shit.
feet of wood or dirt.
Oh, sorry. This is can.
Yeah.
Can't.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I was about to say.
That's an important apostrophe.
I was
Yeah.
about to say. Oh
Yeah, my bad.
Damn, I was about to get real fucking horny for that ring.
I was getting real curious about it. I was like, why would you specify the
no! Contractions, they're important, motherfucker.
Thicker substances block the vision, as does a thin sheet of lead. Whenever use the ring again before taking
Wasn't
a...
What?
Were you drunk writing this card? I was
Probably
tired.
just really sleepy.
Like it says, whenever Y-O-U-S use the ring. Whenever use the ring. Whenever use guys.
What is a ute?
Use guys.
Whenever you use the ring,
Again, before taking.
you feel it come back into focus in a dark room of wood, but not the fine, polished hardwoods that you left him in, or he left you in. It's about a 15 by 10 foot room or so as the perspective comes in. Looking down, you see a wooden cot with a much too large for it barbarian laying in it, asleep apparently, with a large white armor-clad individual kneeling, also apparently asleep with the head resting on the side of the cot, in a similar scene as you saw Glyndifis and Balin in a few times after Glyndifis was recovering. And throughout the course of I think the whole fucking 10 minutes,
10 minutes,
that you're able
yeah.
to scry,
Yeah.
they both are sitting there. You see breathing. You see like the rise and fall of Laokian's chest on the cot, and the shoulders of the armored figure kneeling by the cot. The whole 10 minutes appear to be sleeping.
I try to listen for like any ambiance, like are there birds chirping? Is there chatter coming from another room? Or...
Okay. Perception modifier.
It's +4.
A couple times throughout the court, though you're definitely looking in what is a wooden, like there's just like the room that you guys emerged in from the tunnel, or any other shitty person's house that, not the person's shitty, but a shitty
Person's
house
shitty.
owned by a peasant person that you've ever been in. It's just, you know, a functional room. Though it is that, you hear what sound like echoed footsteps a few times off to the right of your vision. To the right of your perspective.
Am I able to like look? I'm trying to remember how the spell works. I know that I follow him around.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
I can't remember if I'm able to change my
turn your
perspective
head or
at
anything.
all.
I don't
Yeah.
believe so. I think the magical sensor focuses on that.
I think you can do that if you scry on a place.
Yeah, on a place, but I don't know his place.
Yeah,
That's right.
like that's yeah.
Because then it's more like the clairvoyance spell. In which case, the sensor is.
Well, then I would have to switch back and forth. I can only see or hear. I can't do both at once.
Yes. Well, with the scrying spell, you can.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying that functionality is more like clairvoyance when it's a location rather than a person.
Yeah, it just says moves with the target, so I imagine, I can't just
Says a
move
lot.
around.
Charlie.
The thing is, though, is from that direction. From that direction, you are able to see out of your peripheral. There's a door, and there's just a wooden door there. +1. What's yours?
+4.
+4.
I'm trying to end it, purge it from my body.
You sound so much better than it did.
I do feel a lot better. I still feel
Is everybody doing a perception check?
hot,
Yeah, may as well.
congested as hell, but I'm fine.
I'm telling you, man, just throw 8 different things.
Straight roll.
And youth snacks or anything like
Just
that.
put it in a cocktail shaker.
You already did what's your modifier?
Don't even pour in a glass, just
get the little pestle.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
god, what the hell was that?
As you guys are going through this initial stretch, it is long. You guys, before you encounter anything that's not just monotonous cave, you're walking for like half hour, 45 minutes, probably just short of an hour before anything of note catches your attention. However, those of you with any kind of knowledge about this sort of setup, that's not uncommon. You actually have to get some distance and depth before you're getting to anything that's not just what you'd find on or near the surface.
What
Or
we're really
anything.
looking out for is a Balrog and a blizzard.
Yeah.
I'm
You hear the
listening
faint
for
echo.
drums.
You hear the faint echo. Fly.
I'm listening for drums in the deep.
Okay.
Because I'm jumping off with him, because apparently that's how you get buffed.
No fucking kidding.
Damn it! I almost made a reference. Realized I was the only person that would have gotten it. And then, have you ever seen? This is an obscure movie. Have you ever seen City Slickers 2?
No.
Yes.
At
Oh,
the
yes, I
At
have.
the end in the caves, when they're doing the Godfather theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad fucking loved the City Slickers movies. He had the first one on VHS.
I'm crazy. I must be crazy because I think 2 is the better movie, but
Well, that one has Jack Palance in it,
Just
doesn't
to
it?
give
they
you
both
that
have Jack Palance in it.
Oh.
And as you near that hour mark, there are several points where you come into your first small chamber where there are several points. I say chamber, it widens to about a 40-foot area here. Now, it's not necessarily round, it's almost like an elongated where it tapers out to about 40 feet. Yes?
Question. With my history check being a natural 20 in this place, why was it abandoned? Did something bad happen, or did the good run out?
The good run out.
That's fair.
That's a valid way to phrase it, actually.
Yeah, I got you. A combination of both.
That's
The good
They
ran
dug
out.
too deep.
Yeah,
Good
the
ran
good
out.
the good ran out. Kind of, insofar as it ever does from a mine, because you can always kind of mine further. I say that, but once you stop coming across good things, you usually stop. But it was still a living, like an occupied space, like we're dwarves. Like at this point, there was a reason for us to come here, but now this is where our civilization is. It's like building a town near water, and it's like, okay, there aren't more reasons to continue living here other than the fact that now there's a fucking town here, and that's where we all live. So the reason that doesn't still happen was because bad.
In other words, they dug.
You don't know what bad.
They
In other
dug
words-
too deep, they found the Balrog.
No, they dug too deep. We're about to run into some fucking Shoggoths, man.
While we're walking, I will cast Death Ward on my board.
That is not dead, which can eternal die.
I kind of wish we had taken up the history lesson of this place first.
Fuck you.
Its chest get blown on it, just completing the turn, the momentum just takes it down to the ground. Didn't get to even swing its second fist. Just, you guys fucked it up. Yeah. You guys all hear the shot ring out through the chamber. However, here at Eck,
We haven't seen any movement though
No.
whatsoever.
no, you just spot those. Yeah.
I tap Lori. I point at the one of them. Gesture with the bow.
You hear her bow.
And I point mine at the other one.
All right.
I'll nudge her and we'll fire.
We'll roll initiative.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
I mean everybody.
Oh, everybody,
I was
okay.
about to say, because at the very least, I know I see them fire.
This is the fighter.
Oh my god!
What a fucking waste.
What is wrong with me tonight?
20?
Yep. We are finally hitting
There's
peak Dungeons and Dragons.
So
We
two in a
are,
row. I got a your
deep in a
perception check was
cave.
natural 20.
and we're fighting giant
Her initiative
spiders.
roll was a natural 20.
Nice.
Fuck Lori.
So excited. The day finally came where we fight giant spiders.
Yeah.
Fuck this. How big do these eyes?
Here's the thing.
Because we just had that whole like fucked up conversation. Like, are these eyes the size that a spider should be?
No. The
No.
they appear to be about like the size that you're seeing from the distance. They appear to be they're maybe like a coin size, like our coin, like nickel dime size.
Okay, not as big.
Wait, nickel or dime? There's a difference, and it's important.
They're also behind heavy obscurement and about 70 and 90 feet away. So nickel or dime size. They're about 3 inches offset from side to side, and maybe 1 to 2 inches varying from each other. Top to bottom.
Just nickel or dime. There's a difference, and it's important.
I have a feeling I'm about to find out what that difference is.
Yeah. Lower.
I don't want to fight the spiders.
We got new minis.
I just tried Glory as Loro.
It's not me.
Loro's initiative is
The evil lord.
That's the spiders.
Loro.
With the mustache.
With the mustache.
It's on brand.
Now you've met Dr. Zed, and you fought Dr. Ted, or you fought Dr. Ned. Have you ever met their third brother? Or have you ever met Dr. Ted? Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. We're not supposed to talk about the forbidden brother.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
It's nothing before.
It moonwalks.
This is all terrible and I hate it.
And then the other one is able to come 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, that direction. They all are those black things, but I'm using these for the size of the creatures.
And Scar's just in the middle, like.
So the one that dropped down first, actually, it dropped straight down and then it's moving, so it is able to get up to Scar, the one that's actually a spider mini.
Way to fucking go, Conor McGregor.
The other ones, from where they were, you saw they had these loose. They had these loose, like shells over them of web. They broke out of them, moved 30 feet along the ceiling, and then dropped down to where they are. So their movement is done.
Are they all humanoid spider things?
They all are those. They're more spider-like. They're large,
but they do
like
have
that one,
arms.
but have more humanoid heads with the mandibles that come down, and then the foremost are what would be legs on a spider are more humanoid arms. Yeah, they still have an extra set of joints from what a humanoid arm would have, but they do have humanoid hands at the end of them. Whereas the rest of the legs just have like the tip thing like spider legs do.